Good afternoon on what is a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Tuesday, the 2nd of July, and I'm in the reading up a nice little cup of tea. A box to continue unboxing, and my glamorous assistant.
Well, good afternoon.
And that means it can only be another case of delving into this big box of releases for Free RPG Day, which took place on Saturday, June 22nd. And it is good thanks to Wayland's Forge for providing me with all of these items, which I can unbox and then do reviews of. So without further ado, could I ask my glamorous assistant to call out a number between 1 and 3, please?
1.
1. Okay, well, if we go 1, normally, we would actually, I'd also ask her to call out a number between 1 and 10. The thing is, there is only one thing really to look at in the first pack now. So it doesn't matter what number you would call out. It's going to be these items, which I'm going to have to delve into and pull out. Now, it's so basically, I've looked at, this dice and where is it? And these miniatures. So what that does leave, and the other option thing is, I'm not going to unbox this. Do you need me to unbox the dice bag? No, I don't think you do. And I've also looked at that, quite like that. What it leaves, no, I can't do. Okay, is these, which are from Treasure Trove, and they are decks of cards which you can use to enhance your Dungeons and Dragons or other fantasy role-playing game. So what we've got here is Treacherous Traps and treasure card deck. So that's a Treasure Trove and Wandering Monsters Dungeon. And these provide basically a snapshot of what's available in the range. So I'm going to try and get these open. There we go. A bit easier than normal. Usually it takes me with a hacking away at the plastic with a knife. So I'm going to have a look at the first pack. I'm going to have a look at is Wandering Monsters Dungeon, random encounters for your role-playing games, compatible with 5th edition, and this is from Nord Games. So, what lurks in the ruins? This 52 card deck takes monsters from the 5th edition core rulebook and puts them at your disposal in a Wandering Monster tables for dungeon encounters. Go. Actually proves a bit easier to open up than that was, because you can see that I actually had to split the box open. It was so tight. Let's see if we can. Yeah, this comes open a lot easier than a lot of other decks of cards I have had to peruse of late. So what we've got is I've got an instruction card there. This is followed by essentially the OGL on a card. Before we get into the proper, there we go, that's the actual proper deck. We turn it over, Cult of the Magi, and it's giving you all the listed creatures on that encounter. And then we have Inhuman Fanatics, Demon Worshippers, and so on. So these essentially are you've got different encounter tables for different types of monsters. So here there's Infernal Emissary, and this includes encounters with essentially a Spine Devil from page 78 of the Monster Manual, Barb Devil from page 70, Bone Devil from page 71, Arenes from page 73, Pit Fiend, and so on, all the way down. So basically you've got dry bones there, and that's essentially even things like Listless Troll. Hailed by a waft of stagnant air, the warty-hided giant shuffles forward on your gnarled feet, scratching itself with dagger-like claws. And the simple thing is, 1 troll, 2 troll, 3 trolls. You know, that's as simple as that. So that's the monster cards. There's a bit of flavour on these cards as well, as you saw. So wish come true. A breath of wind caresses you with the slightest hint of exotic spice. And so that's you're basically encountering Jinn, and so on. So that is the monster dungeon random encounters deck. We've got treasure trove and traps. Which do you want to have a look at first?
Oh, let's have a trap.
Oh, traps then, shall we? Okay. Let's see if I can find my way into this as easily as I did the other one. Of course, if I'd known I'll be getting this out, I would have grabbed the knife. But hey, this one is a bit more difficult. This is just not playing. This one isn't quite. There we go. That's it. What I was looking for. Sorry, I have a lot of difficulty trying to get into these things, which is why I normally have a knife for them. But as I didn't know, my assistant was going to be calling out. My glamorous assistant was going to be calling out traps next. So you hear a click. Save time while prepping or grab traps on the fly. Inside you'll find 50 pre-made trap cards to challenge your party. Levels 5 to 8, ranging from minor setbacks to deadly threats. I know there's another deck of cards in here, wrapped in plastic, of course. Let's just. This actually got some instructions here, so this is. A little bit difficult to read there because it's quite small. But yeah, this is essentially a guide to using the deck, what's in there, and then you have the cards themselves. Yeah, much easier to get into than the actual pack itself. So, trap deck, levels 5 to 8. So that starts off with things like a writhing embrace. So a small black opal rests alone on a smooth flagstone floor in the middle of a long corridor. A glyph of warding black tentacles is inscribed on the underside of the opal. So you've got a bit of description there that you can read. And then you've got essentially a trigger, effect, and countermeasures all on one page. And there are different colours. So pressurized poison, mechanical trap, level 8, perilous harm. Wooden floorboards cover the floor of a wide corridor ahead. Several creatures can walk side by side down the corridor, which is at least 30 feet long. Not quite so much of a giveaway, but again, you've got more information going. And then crystal combination, a hybrid trap, a locked door of 6 coloured crystals embedded around the edges and a rune of detection inscribed on the front. To unlock the door, the crystals must be arranged in the correct order in a pattern of holes in the centre of the door. Another complete description of that. So you've just got this big, thick sheaf of trap cards. So sticky situation, still water. Almost dropped them. Eye of Madness. So that's the trap deck. So that looks quite fun. With instructions there. And then we move on to the last pack, which we've got no choice about, which is your treasure trove treasure card deck, challenge rating levels 1 to 4. Hopefully I can get into this just a little easier. There we go. Found it. Fingers underneath that. Okay, so this is to the victor the spoils. This 50 card deck takes items from the 5th edition core rulebooks and puts them into your player's hands with the random loot table drops on the challenge ratings for 1 to 4 encounters. This doesn't have a separate section. Oh, hold on. It does have a separate instruction, but it's really short and simple. Why this wasn't put on a card, I don't know, because you've got the OGL on the other. I mean, in the Monsters card, it did. Pack, it did. Didn't on this one. Would have made more sense because you really got this. But essentially, that's the instructions. That's the OGL. And then we've got cards. Let's just. What a joy this must be for you watching me fiddle with this with the cellophane on these packs.
It's an absolute delight.
And my irony detector is going off. I wonder why. So this is pretty much like the Monsters card where you have essentially items listed on here. So the first one, D12, and you're rolling D12 and the different entries like, 3 gold pieces and the 50 gold pieces, copy pieces stamped with the image of a grand warship, a glass bottle and a small wand of yew-wood druidic focus, a short bow equivalent to 20 arrows, 50 feet of silk rope, 2 silver pieces and 30 copper pieces. Quite keen on the copper pieces there. A finely crafted loot, a coin purse with 1 gold piece, 15 silver pieces and 50 copper pieces, and a well-worn songbook concealing a folded paper penned in golden ink, bard cantrip spell scroll. And it's all like this again. So roll your d12, look down the table, and you've got the different options. So a jeweled bracelet worth 6 gold pieces, 8 silver pieces, and 2 copper pieces. A shattered lock containing block and tackle, 50 feet of rope, mason's tools and 10-foot chain, and lock with key. A finely crafted dulcimer and a pan flute. A set of hide armor made from wolf and bear pelts, 50 feet of silk rope, a hooded lantern, an explorer's pack, a coin purse, and so on. A large curled leaf in which words have been sewn with spider silk, a first level druid spell. So really, you're kind of hoping for that you're going to, roll 12s and get something interesting. But essentially, what you're going to be doing as a dungeon master is drawing a card, turning it over, rolling on the table, and that's what you find. Or even what you can do is essentially take one of these and then just attach it. Basically, use like a paperclip. That's one of the word I was looking for. Paperclip, and just attach it to the location in your dungeon, so it's for easy reference. You've just pre-drawn it, all prepared, or you can just copy down the details that you find interesting. So yeah, that is the table of the deck of interesting things to find in a dungeon. Basically, drawing heavily from the books for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. But hey, I mean, with this sort of thing, is that you can take these and adapt them as you will to the fantasy role-playing game of your choice. There's not too much difference between these, and other similar role-playing games. So yeah. Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, especially for free RPG Day, where you will see me out here with a box containing a book or game, or in this case, a set of cards to help you run your Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game with a little bit more ease, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. In the meantime, thanks again for watching another unboxing the Nook. And of course, thanks go to Wayland's Forge for the access to all of these releases for free RPG Day. And last but not least, thanks to my glamorous assistant for calling out the numbers between 1 and 3 and 1 and 10, or even not at all for today.
You're always welcome.
Thank you very much. I will be back again for another unboxing of the Nook very soon, including another one for free RPG Day. Thanks for watching. Be back again soon. Bye for now.